Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this video is going to be a pretty nice walkthrough video with a lot of aura healing and repair and some chakra work also, and some work on your legs to open up the energy flow there too. Even a technique that a lot of you know called supersizing your chakras, your physical body lower chakras, just to make them bigger so you have a roomier fit. So this will be a really, I think, nice thing to do for yourself. And I specifically did not meditate really at all in a focused way yet before making this video, which is highly unusual. But the good part about that is I'll be able to sort of demo these steps very much and give you some, I'll kind of be doing it with you, and I'll need it just as much as you need it, maybe. Yeah, this will also use tricolor earth energy soak, so it'll be a nice and a new thing that this video will do is it will get rid of there's sort of a funny term that I use for it, porcupining. Like, a porcupine is like an animal with all these little spikes sticking out of it. So sometimes when your aura is so whole, because now you know about gold energy aura buffer zones, and in this video I will be sure, if I mention a video, I'm going to link it in the information section. Sometimes that's not true and you have to just take notes. If you need that video, write down the name of it. But in this video, I'll put all the relevant videos in the info section linked. But anyway, okay, so with aura buffer zones, everybody's aura that I generally work with that use those, their aura is much safer. They get a lot less damage. They still do get some damage sometimes if they're not redoing them enough. So that damage, people know how to heal it using the Gold Energy Aura Buffer Zones video. And they know how to make their gold buffer zones, but what happens is they're leaving behind, as they repair their aura, they repair the rips and tears, they're leaving behind hard objects that are sometimes used by people subconsciously to rip through your aura. So rather than, some people just will blast just energy at you to rip your aura. So it's just like, it's like a big, kind of, and it just rips your aura. But other people will throw an object with it. So it's like, and so it's got this hard piece of energy with it, So they'll throw a bunch of like sort of spear-like things, it depends. Some people have different, styles, and you'll see like sort of a knife blade or something, so it's a different shape, but that's the idea. It's a hard piece of energy that comes with the whack, the blast of energy. And those hard pieces of energy, if you don't see them, if you're not, using your clairvoyance, maybe it's not as developed as, someday it will be, you may not realize that there are hard pieces left over. So if you just use enough gold light to, mend it up and get it sealed again so that your aura fully inflates, you still have these hard pieces of energy now stuck in, kind of embedded in your aura. And what that does is it messes with the strength and the quality of your aura. So I kind of call that porcupining, because now that people are using the Gold Energy Aura Buffer Zones, and they're, with that Gold Energy Aura Buffer Zones video, they really know how to repair their aura well and keep it whole most of the time. And so then, it's not like this exhaustive thing where it's like, I always have to fix my aura. And then they're using this video that is pretty recent called Flower Healing for Self-Defense and Manifesting, which strengthens the quality of the aura. There's just not that much damage. So sometimes people will have these hard pieces in the aura layers, but sometimes they'll be, which is what more I mean with porcupining, is that the damage will just be these little things sticking into the very outer layer, like that maybe. So your aura will be whole, but there will be all these silly little looking, you know, little hard pieces of energy just sticking out at the outer layer. You know, so that's what I'm calling porcupining. They're just, you know, these silly little hard pieces, but they can also be, you know, in more if the whack got in deeper, you know, so they'll just be these hard pieces just sort of stuck there in your whole aura, which, you know, again, messes with the quality. So this video will just walk you through a simple way to gather those up with your intention, or burn them with gold light. But if you want to gather them up with gold light, you just give them to your angels and, you know, do it a couple times so you get them all. You know, and you can do that with a copy out in front of you. It's just your intention is you're gathering up all the hard pieces of energy that you need to release. Or you could just burn them all with gold light. And that's what I did for people in the healing today. Well, yesterday, actually, sorry. In this whole triplet set. That's what I'll be doing with people. This is the Clairvoyance See Yourself triplet set, the first set in July 2018. But anyway, I use gold fire for everybody to burn these hard pieces of energy, either stuck at the very outer layer or stuck in somewhere, you know, from old aura damage. Because cold fire, I just felt like it was more thorough. And if I'm working on 70 people at once, which don't do that yourself, please. Kids, don't try this at home, you know, but you know, so you could try both ways. And even if you can't see energy yet, don't worry, you know, you can still gather up the pieces with your intention and give them to your angels, just like as if you know, are gathering like a whole bunch of, you know, pens on your desk or something, and you just sort of gather them up. You know, you just go like that and you get them and then you give them to your angels, you know. So it doesn't have to be a seeing thing. Now that you know that that can be an issue, you just do it with your intention, you know. Or gold fire. And because aura repair, it usually doesn't take as much gold light, you know. And so to actually melt a hard, you know, focused piece of energy like this takes probably 3 times as much gold light, you know, or gold fire. So that's why I need to tell people, because they're not seeing the objects, so they're not melting them enough. Okay, cool. So that's the little explanation of what porcupining is. It's kind of a funny name, but anyway, just these things stuck, you know, sticking in your aura or at the very edge of your aura. If they're in the very edge of your aura, they're technically sort of in your gold energy aura buffer zone. You know, they're like just poking in like that. So anyway, let's get started. So let's start with, and this will be pretty much the way I did it the way I did it yesterday, and I'll be doing it in the Sunday healing and the Tuesday healing for everybody. But anyway, big grounding, right? Think of your grounding as wide as your whole aura. So my aura goes out, you know, this much right here. And so make your grounding that wide all the way around you, behind you, in front of you, to your sides. And make it red or orange or yellow. Well, let's make it red, because this is going to be a nice thorough walkthrough. So we'll start with red. We'll do the full tricolor earth energy soak idea. So make a big red grounding, nice and wide. And with your mind, imagine that it goes, you know, create it with your intention that it goes as high as your 3rd chakra, which is right below your sternum bone right here. So where your sternum bone ends, that's where your 3rd chakra is. So bring your grounding up that high, nice and red, favorite shade of red, and then all the way down to the core of the earth. Make it that wide and flowing all the way down to the core of the earth at that red color, right? So that's red grounding. Deep breath, just kind of adjust to that. And then we're going to use it like a straw to bring up extra earth energy and soak in it, which is an earth energy soak. And that's kind of like the same effect as if you're in a really nice forest. The trees do that for you. So that's why it feels, one of the reasons why it feels so special to be in a forest. So anyway, go ahead and use that red grounding like a straw and bring up an extra amount of red earth energy from the core of the earth, up, all the way up to the top of your aura, which for me is up above where the camera is. I don't know if I can even show you. It's like up here. But anyway, so just bring Bring the red earth energy all the way up to the top of your aura and just soak in it. And think about letting go, think about receiving. And if you want, you can just do that with an affirmation. I can let go, I can receive. And just deep breaths while you think about that. I can let go, I can receive. All right. And then let's do some aura repair. And so for that, you just imagine, and you don't have to see your energy, I promise, to do aura repair, because I get lots of messages from my clients who have been working this technique, and they're like, I don't know if it works. You know, I've been doing it, and I'm like, yeah, it does. I'm checking. I double check, I promise. You know, so if you really doubt, just post a question. Can you double check if my aura repair works? But anyway, okay, make a little mini copy actually out in front of you of your whole energy field. So like a big, you know, bubble for your energy. Because even if you do have some rips, more or less, it'll probably be like a big bubble, right? All around you. And just start combing through it. And of course, the rips and tears will be more around the edges, right? If you feel really bad, maybe the whole back of your aura has a whole bunch of rips in it, or the whole top of your aura. So, but anyway, just cover all your bases. If you can't see, that's okay. You know, just lots of gold light everywhere, all around. And your intention is that you're just gonna wash out all the rips and tears and mend them up. Okay? So, and you know, a lot of these triple healings, part of what I am doing is healing through intention, because I'm not, I do use visualization and viewing, but every step of the healing, I'm not gonna individually view all 70 people. So an important part of why the triple healings work is that intention healing does work. So I don't know if that's reassuring to you, but intention healing really does work. So gold light and just wash out all the rips and tears in your aura. And now let's get to the porcupining, right? Those little hard objects, they may be like spears or knives or something that, you know, someone subconsciously threw at you. Don't, you know, freak out about it. It's just people have repressed anger and they don't work through it, you know, unfortunately. I mean, we want you to work through your repressed anger, but we can't change the whole world overnight like that, you know? So you can be the shining example, but, you know, in the meantime, you have to deal with reality. So now this is when we're gonna get rid of the porcupining, right? We're gonna get rid of the hard little spiky things that are still stuck in your energy field, right? So go ahead and you have your copy out in front of you and just gather up those hard spiky things. Just wash them with lots of gold light, kind of loosen them up a little. So it's real easy, and then just gather them up, right? With your hands and just give them to your angels. Gather them up, give them to your angels. Say, angels, please take these, right? And if you're doing no hands, say you're, you know, breastfeeding your child right now at the same time, or you're cooking or whatever, and you can't use your hands for this. Maybe you're in a library listening with headphones and you don't want to use your hands. Just use gold fire then. Gold fire, and you just have to use an extra amount to melt them all completely. All these little hard pieces, right? So just use gold fire if you want and just melt away. Because it's like the fire kind of sticks to these hard pieces of energy that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. And they all can melt. But I do prefer the sort of getting rid of them faster, you know, just like gathering them up, giving them to your angels. But both methods work, and sometimes you know, it just depends on my mood, which I'll do. So you want to just double check. Maybe you got them all, maybe you didn't. Maybe there are a few left. You know, a lot of times I'll have to do it several times and just kind of comb through and see, okay, what does it feel like now? You know, and if you can't feel, you can't see yet, just kind of go along with it. You know, it's like you think you're making it up, but you're not. You know, your instincts, your intuition, you have so much more to your spirit and your spiritual abilities than you're actually conscious of. So you just have to kind of go with it, you know? So be like, well, did I get them all? I think there's some left, you know? And get those. Did I get them all? I think there's one or two left. And go ahead and get those. Did I get them all? I think there's maybe one over here. And just go ahead and get it, okay? So now let's say you got all the ones that you're ready to release right now, all those little hard porcupine little spiky things, right? And then, so now you can just finish up and just mend up all the rips and tears. And so now not only will the rips fully heal, but the quality of it will be much better because it won't have these hard objects stuck in it. Your aura won't have hard objects stuck in it like it did before. And so it'll just be a stronger heal, a stronger aura. All right, so there you go. So that's aura repair. And a lot of times too, I might find like just on the outer layer of people's aura, like if say they're pretty good at redoing their aura buffer zones and repairing their aura, maybe just they miss like that, you know, their most often punished spot, like maybe back here, maybe there's like a little bit of a black crustiness. So it's a full aura, but there's just a little, it's like not the right kind of surface. You want it to sort of be like flowing water, flowing purple water down that outer layer, right? Because the energy goes up from your 7th chakra, goes up to your 7th layer, and then fountains down like this really pretty spherical purple fountain that just flows downward. So if you find some kind of black, sort of like sandpaper or like little rocks, you know, it's like black and rocky there instead of purple, just do extra gold light. I call that scarring. And it's from a lot of times getting energy kind of thrown at your buffer zone. And even though the buffer zone catches it and you don't actually get a big rip, it just puts a pressure over time on that 7th layer in the back there, or wherever somebody is, you know, continuing to throw things. And so it just gets a little stressed and a little blackened. So you want to get that off so that it's like, you know, just melt it away so that it's, again, like purple flowing water downward, you know, everywhere. Just beautiful purple flowing water, nice and smooth. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and change our soak color. Okay. So bring your grounding back down, your nice red soak that's going on, and bring it down, back down to your 3rd chakra right here, and change it to orange, right? Because tricolor soak is red and orange and yellow. So let's make it your favorite color, orange, you know, redo your grounding. So it's your favorite color of orange. So it's as wide as your whole aura. It goes all the way up to your 3rd chakra and make it go all the way down to the core of the earth. Nice orange grounding, right? And just nice deep breath. Just adjust to how that feels. Because orange is a different vibration, so it'll help you release different things, help you to receive different things. So that's orange grounding. And let's go ahead and do an orange soak, where you use that orange grounding like a big orange straw, and you bring up an extra amount of earth energy at an orange vibration or color. So just up, bring an extra amount of that orange earth energy, and you don't, of course, have to move your hands. So if you're cooking, that's fine. Just do it with your mind. Just soak, you know, up, you know, and soak that orange earth energy. You know, soak your body, your bones, your muscles, your whole aura, you know, your brain, all your nerves, everything, you know, above your head. Just relax and soak in the orange. And just, again, remind yourself, I can let go and I can receive. And take some deep breaths. All right, great. So we've done aura repair. We've gotten rid of the porcupining, those little hard spiky things. We've done 2 of our soak colors already. We've gotten rid of the little scarring areas that you may have, those hard blackened areas. So this part I think would be good to do now. This is sort of how I did it in the healing. I was wanting to make sure people didn't get sleepy during their healing. Okay, and some people do get sleepy, and a lot of that is just because now your spirit wants to get even more into your body, and your lower chakras aren't accommodating that. Your 3rd chakra and your 2nd chakra below your belly button and your 1st chakra at the base of your spine. So you want to expand those so that they are more wide even. So chakras are shaped like a cylinder. So I don't have really my little nice visual aid. So, you know, like this. Sort of like this, okay? And so round opening, right? 3, 2, 1. And you just want the openings to be bigger and wider, right? So just lots of gold light. Just imagine copies out in front of you of 3, 2, and 1, right? And just lots of gold light, and just melt away any cords going into the front or back or sides. Sometimes you can have a damaged part along the side that has cords going into it. So just melt away all the cords, and then just with your intention, kind of expand the chakras, because they're just energy, so they can be expanded. Okay, and your intention is that you're going to expand 3, 2, and 1, these physical body 3, 2, and 1 chakras, so that they are big enough for your spirit to fit into. And while you're there, you can heal your Kundalini chakra, which is right below the first chakra, again shaped like a cylinder, and also red like the first chakra. Although you don't really need to expand it, it's probably an okay size, but you could heal it and unblock it. So your Kundalini chakra again is red. It's smaller than the first chakra, but it is directly below the first chakra. Almost like it looks like it's attached to it, but maybe not technically attached. So anyway, so you heal your first chakra and your Kundalini chakra. And I do have videos on Kundalini chakra. And then 3, 2, 1, again, we're supersizing them. Just make sure they're roomy enough, so that, particularly your third, because that's the one that if it's too tight, you get sleepy. So make it big so that it really generates a lot of energy. I can do it, yeah. Let's take action. Okay, so that's supersizing 3, 2, and 1. And then now we're gonna comb above your aura. Okay, we're gonna comb above 2 spots. Comb above the top of your head, so the whole top part of your aura, we're gonna comb through that. But we're also gonna comb above the top of your aura. Okay, because your aura maybe is shaped, I keep saying like a bubble, but kind of like an egg too in a way, you know, like a big chubby egg. So above the top part, you can have a lot of energy blocks up there too. And so you don't want any of that. I have a video that was pretty recent. It was a walkthrough video. I'm not fond of the name. At the moment, it's called Demo Light Aura Repair, blah, 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 blah. But we'll see if it says that name. Right now, it's called Demo Light Aura Repair. But anyway, that's a lot of what I do. But people needed this in the healing, and I need it pretty regularly too. So what you do is you want to clear energy blocks and have optimal flow, like above your head and also above the top of your aura. Okay, so let's do the part above the top of your head first. We'll kind of alternate between working above the top of your head and above the top of your aura, and then above the top of your head again. Because you want just this great flow in that whole area. So first, just imagine the part right above your head, your physical head. So like this would represent your physical head, you know, do a copy out in front of you, right? So here's your physical head, and just imagine a big stack of energy blocks right there above the top of your head, which if you're doing this triplet set could be true. And it's not that the triplet set gave you the energy blocks. Anything where you're growing a lot kind of kicks up some dust, you know, it unrepresses old energy blocks. So then you need to clear them, right? If you just have static, you're not really changing at all, you know, you're not necessarily gonna clear anything, but you're also not gonna dredge up stuff either, you know? So if you do wanna have more positivity in your life, more positive change, more abundance, more peace of mind, all this, you know, growth kind of stuff, it will trigger some old energy blocks. And so it's easy enough to clear. Okay, so if you imagine that part above your head and just gold light, and just imagine, you know, potentially the stack of energy blocks that is above the top of your head right here. And this also could create sleepiness, you know, or kind of a heavy feeling around your head, above your head. So just gold light and just melt away the cords going into these energy blocks. And, you know, maybe think about letting go, you know, because once you melt away the cords, all you have to do is move out of resistance, okay? There's a video that I did, which I think is really nice for people. Most people that see all my videos have seen it already, but if you're new to me, maybe you've missed it. It's called Move Out of Resistance for Inner Strength is the video title. And hopefully I'll remember to put that below. But anyway, that's the title, Move Out of Resistance for Inner Strength. I think it has something else in there too, but that's the title. And anyway, so melt away all the cords and then just move out of resistance. Move out of resistance. The idea is that part of you is being the glue and holding on to these energy blocks, and you want to talk to that part of you and comfort that part of you so that then the whole stack just goes and clears right away. Because once you find that part of you that's been clutching onto the blocked energy and you relax and calm that part of you, then it just clears right away. Like a lot clears in this very gentle way. So let's do more of that. Right above the top of your head, to imagine any energy blocks that your accelerated growth has kicked up, right? And just lots of gold light, melt away all the cords going into these energy blocks from people. And just so you've melted all the cords, and then just move out of resistance. Imagine part of you's the glue and just talk to that part of you. It's okay, I can let go. I don't have to be the glue, I can be the flow. Nice. Okay, good. So now also the energy blocks above the top of your aura. So it's this way, it's up there, right? So let's just make a copy. So you imagine the copy of the top of your aura, you know, which is above your head. And so there's the top of your aura and then the stack of energy blocks above that, which also is, you know, triggered with your accelerated positive change that you're creating. So here it's pretty clear you can bring up purple earth energy and just calm it. So above the top of your aura, just with your intention, bring up purple earth energy from the center of the earth and just bring it up. You know, so purple earth energy, bring it up here to kind of soak these energy blocks, and then use gold light, lots of gold light, just to melt away cords that may be going to people, from people to these energy blocks subconsciously. Melt away all the cords and then just move out of resistance. Imagine part of you that's accidentally clutching onto these energy blocks and just let go. I'm gonna let go. I don't have to be the glue anymore. I can be the flow. Deep breath. There we go. And you may need to wiggle your toes or touch your fingertips, because it creates this big ripple effect where a whole bunch of energy blocks clear, like in chakras and in your body and stuff. So you want to just be here. And this would be a good time to change our earth energy color, just to help that help you release even more. So go ahead, bring down the orange earth energy all the way down to the level of your third chakra. And we're going to change your grounding from orange to yellow. So go ahead and redo your grounding color, make it your favorite shade of yellow, and nice and wide and flowing all the way down to the core of the earth and as high as your third chakra, and that's yellow grounding. So just deep breath, kind of adjust to that. And then, and don't worry if you don't feel a big difference to it. It's fine, you still may need a deep breath to adjust to it on subconscious levels. And then just bring up yellow earth energy. Treat that yellow grounding like a big straw and just bring up the yellow earth energy up. And you're soaking your body, your aura, your chakras, your teeth, your organs, your skin, everything in the yellow earth energy. And just think about, you know, whatever of that you need to absorb and receive, go ahead and receive. You know, I can receive. And then whatever you need to let go, you can just let go down your flowing grounding, and it just gets absorbed by the center of the earth if you can let go. So just think, I can let go. I can let go. All right, so now we're going to do DGS, Divine Gold Sandstorm. Okay, and there are a lot of videos using DGS, Divine Gold Sandstorm, in the Quick Flow playlist. And I may shove this in there. We'll see. But anyway, so make a copy of your aura out in front of you, and DGS is like little tiny, lots of tiny little bits of gold light that you create like a sandstorm. So like each little piece of sand is a piece of gold healing, gold universal healing energy that you've created. And so just spin it all around your aura, these spinning bits of gold light. And it's a divine gold sandstorm because the idea is you let your angels take whatever, you know, you whisk out of your space. Your angels will handle it for you. So maybe it's energy from your neighbor, or it's a being, an entity that the gold spinning energy just threw them out of your space. Then your angels take care of them after that. Okay. So just gold light and down your grounding. So you have your aura and then you have your grounding, right? Nice and wide, just as wide as your aura, going all the way down to the core of the earth. But this is a mini copy. So here's the center of the earth right here, and here's the top of your aura. So just gold light spinning around your grounding. You want to unclog your grounding for sure. I have a little bit of clogs in the back of my grounding, so you may too. So just focus that Divine Gold Sandstorm in the back of your grounding. Nice. And you can wind it out to focus on all your grounding and then your aura, and just keep combing downward with the Divine Gold Sandstorm. And you can focus that Divine Gold Sandstorm on unblocking all your chakras. So your 7 physical body chakras, and also your 7 spirit body chakras, and your Kundalini chakras with your physical chakras. So we could do that too. So first let's just do physical body chakras. Okay. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are down there. So just gold light, and then Kundalini chakra is below the first. So 7 through K, I like to call it 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, K, right? So you just imagine all those cylinder shaped chakras, and just the gold light unblocks them all. They're all oriented the same way, energy flowing front to back, except for the 7th, which is the opposite. It flows in the bottom and out the top. But you don't really have to see any of that. Just imagine that the DGS, the Divine Gold Sandstorm, is unblocking all your physical body chakras, like your 7 major physical body chakras and that Kundalini chakra beneath it too. Okay, and repairing. Okay, you know, maybe 1 or 2 of these chakras needs a little bit of repair, has a little bit of damage. So just extra gold light and use your intention to repair that. And then your spirit body chakras, or your astral body chakras, because you have 2 different sets. Your astral body, which is really you, you know, but you're very present now if you've been following along. So they're all in the same place. But anyway, use your Divine Gold Sandstorm with your intention to unblock and repair all 7 of your astral body chakras, or spirit body chakras, whatever you prefer calling them. 7 through 1, just unblock them all and repair them all, heal them all, melt away cords, of course. So I didn't really talk too much about cords with the physical chakras, so let's make sure we do melting cords for all chakras. The only cords you need to keep is if you have young children that are younger than, say, 13 or 14 years of age. You keep 1 cord to each of those kids going into the base of your spine, your first chakra. Okay, that's it. So go ahead. If you don't have kids, then you don't have to worry about that. If you do have kids that are young enough, then just keep that first chakra cord, that's it. But you can melt all the other chakra cords. So go ahead, melt your cords and finish up repairing and unblocking your astral body chakras, all 7. And you can go ahead and repair and unblock your creative rings too. I don't know that I did that in the healing, but since we're doing this, why not? So just imagine there are 3 gold creative rings above your astral body 7th chakra, and they're right about probably here. And so just imagine them out in front of you in gold light, and right now I'm just imagining my creative rings. I'm not imagining all 7 and 7 and blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't like being complicated like that. So just imagine the creative rings and use Divine Gold Sandstorm and kind of unblock them, because they can have energy blocks like stacks of paper, you know, inside them. So just melt all that, and they can have energy cords, pairs of energy cords going into them from other people. So definitely melt away those cords with gold light and DGS, Divine Gold Sandstorm. And just maybe there's 1 or 2 beings around, or entities, whatever you like to call them, around the chakras. Sometimes they look like little jellyfish or little pom-poms or something, just funny little things that shouldn't be there. So just use lots of Divine Gold Sandstorm to whoosh them out of your space, so your angels get them. Or you can just say, angels, can you get rid of that? You know, if something's funny there, just ask your angels and you don't have to do a thing. But for me, what do I have? For me, yeah, I do have like 3 beings right around my creative ring. So I'm just going to ask my angels, can you get rid of that? You know? And they're like, good spotting, Janet. So let's see what else I have. I have some cords going in, just a pair left right here. They go in like 2 of them. So I'm just going to melt them with gold fire. That's nice. So you want to, when you're done, the energy should flow in and, through your creative rings really easily. So upward through them and downward through them. Okay, great. So let's see, we're still doing the yellow soak. Oh, the only other thing I think, well, let's double check that above and above thing, like the stacks of energy blocks, because you maybe have more, because you're, you know, if you're doing accelerated growth, there may be a lot to clear, and it's not bad. You know, you want to have this momentum where it kind of auto clears, but sometimes there's like a little bit of a backlog that you have to do manually to get to that point where it's like, oh, it's all clearing, it's so effortless. So just imagine right above your head, your physical head, and just imagine a stack of energy blocks that may have become triggered because of your growth, and just lots of gold light, and melt away the cords going into them. And then just move out of resistance. Imagine a part of you that's being the glue, and just relax. Say, hey, I can be the flow. I can move out of resistance. That's nice. Okay. And again, double check above the top of your aura too. So you may have a stack there, which I do, definitely. So that you can bring up purple earth energy and just soak that stack from above the top of your aura, and lots of gold light, melt away the cords going into this stack of energy blocks from other people. And then move out of resistance. Just be the flow. Don't be the glue, be the flow. Deep breath. And again, double check that supersizing of your 3rd chakra, 2nd and 1st. So the lower part of your spine, there's the 3rd chakra, 2nd chakra, 1st chakra, and just make sure those are unblocked enough and big enough, because with all this work, more of your spirit is going to want to come in, and you want to make these chakras nice and big and roomy to accommodate you. So 3rd, right here below your sternum is yellow. Well, you want it to be yellow, so set it to your favorite shade of yellow. 2nd chakra below your belly button, about 1 inch, you want it to be orange. So set it to your favorite shade of orange with your intention or your imagination. You don't have to see. And then 1st chakra at the base of the spine, as well as the Kundalini chakra right beneath it. Both of those set to your favorite shade of red. All right, great. And then legs. Legs of your physical legs bring in earth energy from the center of the earth, and they tune it to a nice vibration for your 1st chakra. So just imagine your legs, and my legs are kind of in a funny position, you know, they're folded because of the way I'm seated, but that's kind of annoying for me to clean them out that way. So I'm just going to imagine them as if they're straight, as if like I'm standing. Okay. And whatever you prefer is fine. You know, if you want a literal imagination, or you want to just straighten them out for ease of imagination, but you're imagining your physical legs, right? And use DGS to clean out your legs. I guess we can do gold bottle brush to clean out the legs too. That's kind of fun. That works well. So gold bottle brush is just like little brushes, you know, that you can scrub out the inside of something. So just make a nice big gold bottle brush and scrub out one leg at a time, and just kind of scrub out the insides of it. And your intention is that whatever needs to release, whatever's in the way that doesn't belong in your legs, just gets attached to the gold bottle brush, and then you give it to your angels. Say, angels, can you please recycle that? So, and then use some more DGS and another gold bottle brush and just clean out the inside of your leg, your physical leg, so that there's not lots of room for you. And just give that gold bottle brush to your angels and do the other leg, DGS maybe first. Lots of DGS, Divine Gold Sandstorm, just to clean it out a little bit. And then make a gold bottle brush, clean out your legs with the gold bottle brush. Give that to your angels, have them recycle that. And maybe more DGS. Now, at this point, we could do another gold bottle brush so that they're even. Do just as much, one leg as much as the other. There we go. Okay, so now your spirit is probably moving much more into your legs. You could wiggle your toes, touch your fingers, deep breath. Double check that your grounding is nice and wide. Mine is, but if yours isn't, recreate it. Just imagine a brand new yellow grounding if you want. Okay, so now we're just gonna finish up by doing a little bit of DGS in the first layer. All around the legs particularly, but all around the body too. First layer is the aura layer right up against your skin, right? And that's the one where if you have energy blocks, they make you worry. They make you afraid. They make you have fear-based procrastination. Like, oh, I'm not ready, you know? So we don't want any of that, right? So we're gonna do DGS in the first layer. And what that is, particularly around the legs, but everywhere. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna help your spirit legs, because your astral body does have legs. We want those astral body legs to be in your physical body legs fully, so that you're like really in there, bringing up that earth energy, lots and lots of it, right? So just go ahead and imagine a copy out in front of you of your physical body in whatever position is comfortable for you to imagine. And then just do DGS all right around it. So you're doing DGS, Divine Gold Sandstorm, in your first layer of your aura, all the way around your body, right? So extra DGS, and then extra around your first layer around your legs and your hips, because you want your spirit to just pop right in to your physical legs. You want your astral body legs to just go right into your physical legs. So you may need to get more flow and more of your red courage energy to be in this first layer, right? Because those fear energy blocks, they're just energy blocks. It's not like you need to be afraid of all those things. You don't need to worry. Worry doesn't fix anything. It tends to make problems. So just melt away the energy blocks that are causing your worry so that your first chakra can do its job and fill this aura layer with red courage energy of yours. Okay, so just let the red courage energy take back your first layer, particularly around your legs, because that'll make your spirit so comfortable that it'll just pop fully into your physical legs. And then just double check, do you have enough earth energy coming up your legs to go into your first chakra and your kundalini chakra? Because your legs ideally should bring in earth energy all the time at a red color through your feet. It gets set to red, ideally right from your feet. And then the red earth energy flows up your legs all the way into your first chakra and your kundalini chakra. So the red earth energy goes into both, into your first chakra opening and your kundalini chakra opening. Excuse the hand demos. Okay, so just double check with your intuition. Do I have enough red earth energy going in up through my legs into my first chakra and my kundalini chakra? And if you don't, just kind of relax your legs a little more, because sometimes you can have extra tension in your knees and your ankles, and that kind of crimps up the earth energy coming up. So you don't want that. So just relax your knees, relax your ankles, just let more and more of that red earth energy come up into your first chakra and your kundalini chakra. All right, so then just do a little final DGS through your whole energy field, down your grounding, and you could leave the yellow soak up, or you can change it to a red soak or an orange soak. So I'm gonna just shadow soak, orange soak, yellow soak. I think personally I'm releasing the most with the yellow soak, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. So, but if you feel like at the moment you'd release more with red or orange, then that's fine. Just switch it. Okay, switch your grounding color, switch your soak color to the orange, and just or yellow, and just red. Sorry, DGS. Just all the way through your aura and your grounding. And just feel how that feels. Just feel all the change and the flow that you just created. And I hope that feels good. So this is a pretty in-depth walkthrough, but literally this is what I did with people in the healing, the first clairvoyant triplet set healing, July 2018, and I'll be doing it, you know, all 3 healings in this set. And to do this, oh gosh, we didn't even do giant collapsing gold nets yet. Yeah, we won't do that in this video. Giant collapsing gold nets is a separate video, so that's fine. But to do all that we just did in the healing took 12 minutes. So to do it in video, it took 46 minutes, more or less. So I can do things faster on a spirit level. But anyway, I hope you like this walkthrough. Let me know what you think. It is pretty long, so I'd be interested to hear your feedback. All right, take care. Bye.